We have done the splitting apart in the previous video. Now we are going to do the opposite. We are going to join two parts into one. We'll be using the concatenate function to merge two or more cells into one cell. Concatenate? What's that? I thought this was just an Excel lesson. You said nothing about an English lesson, I hear you say. Just relax. Concatenate just means join or merge. So now I'm in cell D2, which is the rep name column. I also have the first name of the reps under the B column and the rep surname under the C column. My aim is to combine the first name and the surname together into one cell, with a space in between, of course. So in cell D2, I want you to type is equals to concatenate, open bracket, and then click on cell B2, type in a comma, type double quote marks, then a space, then another double quote marks, then a comma, then click on cell C2, close the bracket, press enter. Well, look at the results. You've just joined the first name and the surname from two cells into one cell. Well done. Typing in the double quote marks just tells Excel that you want to insert information other than the cells you are selecting. In this case, you wanted to insert some space. Now just drag down the function. But hang on, we aren't yet finished. We have duplicate data. I mean, you have first name and surname columns, but you also have the rep names. Let's get rid of the two columns, first name and surname. But before we do that, we have to understand that the rep name column formula depends on the two columns B and C. So if you remove the two columns B and C, see what happens. Click on the B column header and drag to the C column. Right click and choose delete. Oh my word, we get an error in the rep name column. Undo this by pressing Ctrl+Z on your keyboard. Things are back where they were. So, to avoid the error occurring, we have to make the cells in the rep name column, the D column, to be values. In other words, we have to take out the function from these cells so they no longer depend on the first name and the surname columns. To do this, highlight the whole rep name column, move the cursor close to the edge of the selection box until you get the 4 arrows icon. With your right mouse button, drag the selection to the right and then back onto the original selection. Choose copy here as values only with your left mouse button. Guess what? The rep names are now values and not formulas anymore. In other words, they are no longer dependent on columns B and C. Now we can remove the B and C columns without getting the error. Go ahead and do that. If we want to join two or more cells into one single cell, we use a concatenate function. And then we get rid of the duplicate old data after taking off the functions in the new joined cell.